Well, welcome back to Alpha Technics. In our first part of this small project, you saw me stripping apart my Dellorto 48mm carburettor, and I have in front of us now all the parts that were removed. These will individually be cleaned up. I'm going to be using an ultrasonic cleaner for the smaller parts. I've been using an ultrasonic cleaner for a long time. This is one which I've used on many occasions for other small jobs, and this is just a small jewellery cleaner. This is called an Ultra 7000 ultrasonic cleaner. It does the job. You set it for a certain amount of time. Use some water and some fluid. I'm actually going to be using something called CLR. This is CLR, so this is for calcium lime and rust remover, and what I've put in here is a couple of capfuls into this small ultrasonic cleaner. Of course the carburettor doesn't fit into the small jewellery ultrasonic cleaner. I'm going to be using this DK ultrasonic cleaner, and this has a much larger capacity tank. You can see in here. It's a great size for the carburettor. This has an inbuilt element, so it actually heats up the water as well as doing the ultrasonic cleaning. I'm interested as much as you might be to see how well this cleans up using the CLR. I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes. I'm going to fill this with water now. I forgot to mention actually the capacity of this. I think this is 10 litres of water that this tank can take. But really I just need to cover the top of the carburettor. And there it is. Actually that is about 9.5 to 10 litres of water in there. So now we can add the CLR. And with most chemicals, use gloves. And like I said, these caps are quite small, but I'm going to add one capful to every litre. I can reuse this water. We'll see how successful it is afterwards. So we'll turn it on now. I've set the temperature to 60 degrees. And I'll turn the timer on to 20 minutes. It'll whir away, do its thing. Just give it a little bit of agitation. So already I can see some deposits forming on there. I'll put the lid on. It will release some gas. And we'll come back later. The carburettor has been through now 2 cycles of 20 minutes. I must mention that you have to wait for the temperature to get up to the set temperature that I set it to, which is 60 degrees, before we turn on the ultrasonic cleaning cycle. I'm going to open up the lid now to see what we've got. Certainly the water has changed colour, and hopefully that's a good thing. Remember there was 8 to 9 litres of water in here and 8 to 9 capfuls of the CLR. Now if we take it out, you can see actually remarkably there's a difference. So much cleaner than it was before. And we'll compare it now to the other carburettor so we get like for like comparison. We're next to the other carburettor now, and you can see this is the original, and compare it to the clean one. And there is a difference. Certainly I'm happy with the results. I think it's done a good job. I could go in there and again and just remove some of the additional bits of grime and dirt, but you know, we're going much further than really need to. I'm happy with the result. Could put it in there one more time perhaps, but yes, certainly all the galleyways, the channels look clean. They're all clean in there, inside there. It's removed all that horrible grimy fuel that was dirty and old in there, and it doesn't smell anymore. It actually smells more like a swimming pool. I think there must be some chlorine in there perhaps as the ingredient. I'm now going to put all the other components into the ultrasonic cleaner for 20 minutes, and we'll see how they turn out as well. But I think that's a great result. I'm really happy with that. And here's all the other components. They've enjoyed their spa day in the ultrasonic cleaner. We can have a first impression, take a look here now. So all the aluminium components have come up nice and bright. and clean. Again there on the, here are the chokes. They look pretty good. I'm interested to see what the brass has turned out like. Okay, it's a little bit dirty, but that's just oxidization. Has been there a long time. They will need a little clean up on the polishing wheel, but they'll look beautiful once they've been cleaned up. I'll go through all the other components now as well, but actually it's nice to see them much cleaner than they were certainly before they went in there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. The next video will be the reassembly of this carburettor, so hopefully you'll join me again soon for that. Many thanks. Bye bye.